Hello everyone, Sapphire Lark here. Today we're going to be talking about Babysitter Bloodbath, Puppet Combos 2013 horror game. This game used to be called Halloween, and you had to face off against Michael Myers. I recently played it, so check it out. It will be linked up in the right corner. So, let's first start off with some backstory. To start off with some backstory, Nicholas Burr is sent to a sanitarium for killing his family in 1960, and after 22 long years, he finally breaks free. These events all take place in Puppet Combo's lost game, Sanitarium Massacre. Next, we're diving into gameplay. It starts with Sarah arriving at Billy's, the kid she's babysitting's, house. She talks to the parents, and they then leave. Sarah finds the TV remote and then turns on the TV. The phone then rings and Sarah answers. A deep, mysterious voice whispers on the other end, presumably Nicholas Burr. Sarah hangs up the phone and the phone then rings again, except now it's Sarah's friend Jill. They chat and Jill convinces Sarah to call Jack, a boy she met at the mall. She goes to get his number from her coat, only to find that the number is gone. Billy stole it, and Sarah eventually catches him and gets the number. Sarah calls Jack, and they agree that if Sarah can get some liquor, Jack will come over. Sarah asks Billy for a key to the liquor cabinet, but he demands food first. After cooking some cereal, Sarah gets the key and obtains the liquor. Sarah heads upstairs and unlocks the liquor cabinet and takes out a bottle of liquor. She heads to Billy, only to find him asleep. She puts him to bed and the doorbell rings. She heads outside, but then gets jump scared by Jack. They head in, and just as Sarah is about to get a beer, she hears a noise from the backyard. She gets Jack to head outside, but hears a blood-curdling scream. She heads out and picks up an axe, only to find Jack pinned to the fence by a screwdriver. She takes the screwdriver and runs for the door while being chased by Nicholas Burr. She finds the door is locked and bangs for Billy. He opens the door and Sarah runs inside. She tells him to hide as Nicholas Burr breaks in. She runs upstairs and pries open the rusted laundry chute. She jumps down into the basement and finds a bedroom key and bolt cutters. She then runs upstairs to the parents' room. She finds a gun and ammo inside the closet and equips it. She then runs outside and uses the bolt cutters to cut the lock on the shed. She obtains gasoline and heads to the garage to gas up the car. As she's gassing up the car, Nicholas Burr heads inside and locks the door. A shoot-off goes down between the two of them, and eventually Sarah defeats him. Billy runs out and the two escape to the police station. Sarah talks with the police, who informs her that Jack died and that Nicholas Burr's body wasn't there when they arrived to the scene. She's then sent off to a hospital. Then, the credits roll. Now we're talking about characters. Although there's a ton of characters in this game, we'll only be focusing on 4. Sarah, Nicholas Burr, Jack, and Billy. First is Sarah. She is a Caucasian teenager with dark hair pulled back into a ponytail. She wears an orange striped shirt with jeans. She is based off the character Laurie Strode from the Halloween franchise. If you call Jill a second time on the phone, she will call Sarah Michael Gellar, who played Buffy Summers in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Next is Nicholas Burr. He wears a pink clown mask along with a red jumpsuit. He is in 3 games, and they're all connected. Sanitarium Massacre has Burr be put into the sanitarium for killing his family, and then having you play as him as he breaks out. A Monster with Eyes of Ice has him run through the town as he goes on a murder spree. In Babysitter Bloodbath, he ends up at Billy's house and going face-to-face with Sarah. He's modeled after Michael Myers. He also shares assets with the Driller Killer. Similarly, in Minotaur, the assets are similar, although it's unclear if it's Nicholas Burr or the Driller Killer chasing the nameless woman. In Sanitarium Massacre, he can wear several masks, one being similar to the Minotaur Killer's mask, and one being similar to the Michael Myers mask without the hair. The title, A Monster with Eyes of Ice, hints that Nicholas Burr may have blue eyes. However, the balaclava mask in Sanitarium Massacre shows him wearing brown eyes. In the novelization, his wife and 2 kids are named after Pamela Vuhers, Ginny Field, and Tommy Jarvis, which are all characters from the Friday the 13th franchise. On the phone call in the beginning of the game with Nicholas, the voice actor is Anthony Arroyo. Also, Lincoln State Hospital, which is where he was kept, is a real mental institution in Nebraska. Next is Jack. He's a Caucasian male who wears black and blue checkered shirt, along with jeans. Not a lot is known about Jack, just that he met Sarah at the mall and they exchanged numbers. It's implied that Sarah might have developed a crush on him, but Jack was oblivious. And finally, Billy. Billy is a Caucasian child in his preteens with dirty blonde hair. He wears a light blue checkered pajamas and black socks. He is based off Tommy Doyle, a character from the Halloween franchise. Both him and Tommy call the antagonist the Boogeyman. In the novelization, Sarah calls him Damien, a reference to Damien Thorne of the Omen franchise. A popular fan theory is that Billy grows up to be Billy from Feed Me Billy. Recently, it was confirmed by Puppet Combo in a tweet. Some facts about Babysitter Bloodbath is that the game is an adaptation of the 1978 John Carpenter film Halloween, but due to legal issues, it had to change its title, along with character models and names. The same thing happened with other games from Puppet Combo, like Halloween 3D and Halloween Escape. In the living room on the TV, it plays clips from Night of the Living Dead, which came out in 1968. Also, Babysitter Bloodbath was the first ever Puppet Combo game to get a novelization. It was written by Regina Watts. Not a lot was changed, the only key difference being that Jill was actually with Sarah in the house, and it gives more information on Burr's motive and backstory. He was let out by his nurse for a walk, but in the process, he crushed her skull and went on a crazy murdering spree, before getting to Billy's house, which was his house in the past. There is a trailer up for the book, which I'll link here. That's all for the analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.